YouTube, what's going on? Kai here checking in with another video. Today we got when killers meet police at the crime scene. Let's see how this gonna turn out.
After committing a murder, most killers would try to get as far from the scene as possible, but some prefer to hide in plain sight, pretending to assist law enforcement officers or even reporting the incident themselves. These are three of the most disturbing incidents in which the killer was first to arrive at the crime scene.
Is he breathing? Oh my God! My husband's friend is dead. Okay, is that your husband? My husband's freaking out. Yes, it's my friend. My daughter, Elizabeth, get outside! Ma'am. She's on the floor. There's blood everywhere. Oh my God! He has his gun so fluid in the back of his head. He's a throw.
In May 2017, Ohio police were sent out to the sleepy town of Bel Air after a distressed 911 call from Sherry Kinney. Sherry tells the operators two things. One, the victim is her husband, David Kinney's longtime friend. Two, that they discovered the victim at his own home, with a gunshot wound to the head. The couple remained there until the police showed up to confirm the victim, Brad McGarry, dead in his basement.
I can't not believe that.
How long you guys been together?
8, 9 years.
Oh yeah.
My kids call him Uncle. He's supposed to go to the Bahamas with us and all. I'm trying not to freak out. I'm sorry. I can't not see that. I'm not supposed to see that, man.
Sherry's husband, David, is also visibly upset. He and the victim were very close friends. According to David, he discovered the gruesome scene when driving over to bring his buddy a grass trimmer.
The weed eater? Yes, sir. We come to the basement door and knocked, because my daughter knocked on the front door. I told her, I said, sis, go knock on the back door. She went up and knocked on the back door. The door was open. I went up right behind her. I noticed that the kitchen was scattered. There was stuff all over the place. I told my wife, I said, Sherry, something's wrong.
Experience floor and decor's job site delivery that pros trust across the nation.
David, Sherry, and their daughter Elizabeth searched the house to find it in a clear state of disarray. When they checked the back door, they found the body of Brad McGarry lying face down in a pool of his own blood. David and Sherry explain all this in clear, concise detail, cooperating calmly with the local law enforcement. However, it doesn't take long for officers to notice a few suspicious details. The house was indeed ransacked, but no valuables were taken. It's quickly assumed that the robbery was therefore staged. Another red flag is that despite the gunshot wound, no firearm was found anywhere in the premises. Quite suspicious if you ask me.
I don't see a firearm. No, I don't either. They flipped him over, they didn't see a gun. If that's the case, it wasn't no suicide.
The police began to interview friends and family of the victim in an attempt to form a timeline. That's when Brad's cousin provides some shocking information.
Sunday, we went to Grammy's. We were sitting around the table. It was just me and Brad and Heather, which is another cousin of mine. And he made a comment how this DJ guy, he was coming over. Brad's intent was it was romantic. He made a joke about taking a nap. And it wasn't taking a nap. He was insinuating that they were having sex. It was like quotation marks. This was Sunday.
He was killed.
Yes.
Huh? Shorty was cleats?
What time do you leave?
Between 1:30 and 2.
Really?
Yes, he was supposed to.
Heard of that.
He was dropping all the tuxes off. I also know that he was married. They've been married.
Who told you that?
Brad did.
Brad told you?
Yeah. She, being the wife, didn't know all this time. They've been doing this for years. From what I understand, the two of them, Brad and DJ, kind of, I don't know if they laid low or they completely broke up. I guess they call him DJ or David Kenny.
Really?
After this breakthrough, the case takes a whole new turn. If David and Brad were in a romantic relationship for several years,
what the fuck?
without Sherry or many of their friends knowing, then he immediately becomes a suspect. After taking David's phone, detectives are able to confirm the sexual relationship between the two men from deleted messages.
Mo, I tell y'all this all the time, bro. If you don't want nothing in your phone, don't take no pictures. Don't be sending certain text messages. Don't be sending out no social medias, cause it's never deleted, bro. Ever.
As well as the most damning detail of all, that David's phone was at Brad's house at the time of the murder. Upon further investigation, footage from a neighbor's doorbell camera revealed that David drove to Brad's house in his wife's car several hours before eventually returning again, this time with his family.
You were at his house.
Yes, sir.
On the murder. You were
Oh,
there.
God.
You know exactly when he was killed.
Yes, sir, I know.
You were there when he was killed.
No, sir, I was not at his house when that hand was murdered. Sir, I can't.
This is the kind of shit that gets people in trouble.
Oh, my God, I know.
During questioning, David Kinney attempts to deny the allegations of his whereabouts and quickly breaks down.
I'll lose everything. Lose your wife, lose your kids. Look at me. This don't have to be the end of your life. You got a chance to come clean. Don't do damn shit. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. We're past it.
The detective employs a common interrogation tactic by trying to earn David's trust. By doing so, he hopes to win the truth by having David confess himself, as if speaking to a friend. But instead of owning up to the murder, Kinney paints a picture in which a third romantic partner of Brad's is responsible for the crime.
You sure, though? He had another guy with him. I don't know who he was. I don't know his name.
What happened next?
He went in the garage.
It's okay. David. Look at me in the eye, bud. Tell me. What happened next?
He was so scared. You heard a gunshot? The guy came running out of the garage. And he got to Brad's BMW.
Okay.
And then I left.
At this point, the detective knows that David is lying. Given the location of both Brad and David's vehicles, his story is just not possible. And even if it were, it doesn't fit with David's motives. As we can see, the detective simply cannot hide his disgust.
Why did you call the cops? Why did you do this elaborate story? Why did you put your own daughter in that basement with that boss? You did that.
Yes, sir.
And you knew he was down there. You, damn it, what's you and your family?
Sir, I am.
Tell me what happened.
I did not kill him.
You knew Brad was dead, and you brought your
I did
daughter.
not know he was dead.
After several heated hours of interrogation, the truth eventually emerges. On the day of the killing, Brad and David got into an argument after Brad asked him to leave his wife and commit to their relationship.
Niggas is trifling. What the fuck?
Things soon got physical. According to David, Brad was the one to pull out a gun before he eventually took it from him and...
The gods have spoken. You need a new, clean, heavenly body wash with Native.
What happened after you grabbed it?
I pushed him.
Okay. Then what happened?
I saw him.
Though he pled not guilty in court, David Kinney was convicted for the aggravated murder of Brad McGarry in February 2018. While David tried to cover up his crime, this next killer couldn't help but brag about their involvement to the very officers themselves. On the 25th of July of 2022, Adrian Ellingford was discovered dead in his own home in Chelmsford, England, with 2 stab wounds. After arriving at the scene, the investigation is disrupted by a man wearing a white shirt, whom police would later identify as Marek Hecko.
Who are you looking
Nigga
for?
Trump.
I'm looking for a I can help her. What's going on?
Uniform 1 night?
Yeah, I can help her. What's going on? Yeah.
Visibly drunk and carrying an open bottle of brandy, the man's suggestions that he can aid the investigation is unconvincing, to say the least.
No, I know what happened. I know the people they involved. So.
Go again.
Marek claims to have inside knowledge on the crime that has taken place, but when the officer asks for basic details, such as his name and how he came to be acquainted with the scene, he quickly turns defensive.
What's your name?
I'm not gonna tell you my name. I don't give a because I know what happened. And you need me to know, figure it out what happened. If you don't have me, you don't know what happened.
Would you be fooled by a man like this? Likely not, and neither are the police. Once he has earned their suspicion, his tactics change.
I just know that some guy come here.
Yeah.
And he up some guy. I don't know what happened.
Right.
I don't know what happened. He just got. You're gonna think about me, but it's not gonna be me because you have no proof.
So you think something's happened to a male in this address?
No, I know what happened.
What happened then? Tell me what happened.
This city is mine. I'm not gonna
This
tell you
city's
what
yours, is it?
Yeah, this city is mine.
After identifying himself at the victim's home and taunting the police with nothing but an inflated sense of ego and a bottle of brandy, it will come as no surprise to you that this man was, in fact, the murderer in question.
In the van, please. You've been arrested, okay? We're trying
I've been arrested,
we're
yeah,
trying,
so send me the law.
We're trying not.
Okay,
we're
send
trying
me.
not to manhandle you, but we need you to get in the van.
It turns out that Adrian was having an affair with Marek's former partner, Stephanie Bream, whom Marek had apparently become extremely obsessed with after they split up in May of that year. After discovering the two in bed together, Hecko became enraged and stabbed Adrian to death. In February 2023, he was found unanimously guilty and sentenced to life in prison. As I'm sure we can agree.
And whole T, all you needed to do is just move on. That's all you really need to do is just move on, bro.
Marek proves that you should never return to your own crime scene at all, let alone drunk. While his performance was laughable, the actions of this next suspect are deeply disturbing.
Somebody got in the house and attacked me and my husband, and I'm all bloody, and I'm an old woman.
In July of 2014, local police were called out to the home of Harriet and Rupert Anderson, an elderly couple living in Des Moines, Iowa. Upon arrival, the detectives could see nothing out of the ordinary, but as they entered the home, they discovered something absolutely horrifying.
Help. They're on their way there now, okay? And I'm on the floor, and my husband's been hit in the head, and I've been beat on the head. Don't hang up, okay? Don't hang up, Harriet. My head hurts. I'm in the lab.
No, I don't like I said, bro, with me, bro, children is off. Like, you don't touch children, you don't touch elderly people. You don't do that, bro. Like,
And in the hallway.
this shit is not cool. It's not man time. You ain't standing on no man time attacking somebody that you know you could have your way with.
The home held evidence of brutal violence. Blood was splattered all over the walls and carpet. The elderly couple were both found on the floor, suffering severe blunt force trauma to the head. So severe that Rupert later succumbed to his injuries and was pronounced dead in the hospital. Despite the overwhelmingly tragic
like, bro, niggas gotta be that much bitch made to do something to somebody that's elderly when they're elders. Hey, whatever you coming to get, bro, get what you gonna get, bro. Go about your day, bro. Let these motherfuckers enjoy their life, bro. Let them enjoy their life. Hey, you want to rob this motherfucker? Rob this motherfucker. They could rebuild. I'm not saying rob them. I'm not with none of that shit. But I'm saying let these niggas live. Fuck.
State in which this elderly couple was discovered, investigators couldn't help but focus on strange details captured in the squad car's dash cam footage. A young man is seen hovering suspiciously at the door. Strangely,
what the fuck? Type weirdo shit, man. Beat this nigga body.
Officers and camera crew accompanying them barged straight past him without even asking for his name. Ignored by the police, this man simply walked away from the scene with Harriet and Rupert Anderson's blood still on his clothes. However, in a rare turn of events, the officers were accompanied by a camera crew from the TV show Cops, who caught a clear image of the stranger at the door. This footage was a saving grace in tracking down the suspect who slipped through their fingers. Using the recorded footage, the suspect was identified as 19-year-old Ngor Makue, who was brought in for questioning that night. He was left alone in an interrogation room where he performed a disturbing monologue.
Keep it quilted means you keep it the best. 3 layers of plush comfort you can see and...
The world is crazy, man. This world is truly crazy. The truth will prevail. The truth will reveal itself, so... This is crazy. Like, no, literally, this is crazy. I'll never do nothing evil. That's not me. I know myself, man. I understand myself. Like, pretty well. I know what I would do and wouldn't do. Nothing crazy or savage, no. That's not me.
This rambling testimony could suggest that Ngor was in a state of psychosis, or that he was simply rehearsing his excuses he would tell the detectives. Another explanation for Ngor's behavior is provided in the testimony of his mother, Ethiopian immigrant Nyanyul Padiat.
I have some beer.
Some beer?
Yeah, and some liquor.
Yeah.
They call Captain Morgan.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just put them on a table because I need to put food in the fridge. My son came behind me. I didn't see him. He take the cup and take the Captain Morgan. Yeah.
The rum. Yeah.
He go to the bathroom. He locked the door. So I didn't drink when that door.
The liquid you can see that somebody had.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I did hug my daughter. Who did this?
Yeah, 13-year-old?
Yeah, the 13 years old. He told me it's your son.
Nor.
If Ngor had been drinking, that may explain some of his strange behavior in the interview room. But I have a hunch that there is more to blame than just alcohol for this unsettling behavior.
Why are you drinking? So over there, he told me, okay, Mom, stop. I'm going out to walk.
According to his mother, Ngor went for a walk soon after he drank. His parents continue to be open and honest with the officers, but what continues to evade everyone is Ngor's motive.
No, I have no.
You have a pet, right?
No.
No dog?
No dog.
Okay. You ever talk to anybody there or know anybody that lives there?
No, I don't know anyone or talk to anyone, but I see cars sometimes go and leave and exit.
Yeah. You've never been over there or on the property at all or knocked on the door or anything?
No, man.
Okay.
After a long and tenuous interrogation, Ngor sets his own alibi. He spent the day practicing backflips at the park and never stepped foot on the Anderson residence. The detectives are well aware that this is untrue, as they have footage from multiple different angles identifying him at the crime scene. So what is really going on? Does Ngor truly have no recollection of his acts earlier that day? Or was all that rambling practice for this web of lies?
I opened the door, okay? And your mom even said, yeah, that's Nor. Your stepdad said, yeah, that's Nor. Okay? They have no reason to lie about it. You know, they know you. They're
honest
here.
people. They're honest people.
I'm not here to be the bad guy.
Yeah. Guess who was there tonight?
Cops.
Yeah. Imagine that. So you know what happened tonight, okay? You know where you're at. You know what went on. This is your opportunity to be truthful and honest. You're dancing around it. There's a couple different types of people in life, okay? Overwhelmingly, you're there. You've got blood on your clothes. You're there. That's all there is to it.
The authorities tackle Ingor's ignorance head-on with a direct line of inquiry, utilizing multiple parts of the Reed technique by confronting him, developing a theme, and attempting to provide him alternatives. Still, Ingor gives them nothing.
Your story? That's what you're going to go down with? Is that story?
That's all I remember, so I got no choice.
I don't believe you. How could you not remember? That's the biggest lie. Come on, Noor.
If you don't believe me, what am I supposed to do?
Who would believe that? Who would believe that? I would be an idiot to believe that.
What else say you guys? Guess you guys got to go based off of facts and assumptions.
Well, it's pretty good facts, isn't it? Really good facts, actually. We don't usually get this lucky. You're not going to tell me anything different.
He ended up playing dumb until the very end. The footage of Ingor standing at the door was ultimately the pivotal piece of evidence in this case. He was eventually convicted of murder in the first degree and sentenced to life in prison in January of 2016.
Yeah, that's crazy. They could be throwing their life away. Hey, see y'all in the next video. Peace.